Do you want to know the dirty truth behind the Psyop token? Let's talk about what's happening behind this cryptocurrency and how the heck is this thing worth $1.8 billion. Now, this cryptocurrency was originally created by Ben.ETH. Ben.ETH also created this one behind me, the Ben cryptocurrency, which has since been taken over essentially by BitBoy Crypto. Now, the reason why this is so important to highlight is there was a bunch of drama around how this cryptocurrency was created. Initially, what happened is Ben.ETH said, send me some Ethereum if you guys want to get involved in the Psyop cryptocurrency that he was launching. There was no information as to what is the valuation that you're going to be getting, how many tokens you're going to be getting. It was just so many unknown factors, but people sent him millions of dollars worth of Ethereum, which then ended up being created or helped create this cryptocurrency. Now let's talk about how the heck is this thing worth $1.8 billion. But before we do that, if you guys are enjoying this video, please consider hitting the notification bell down below. You guys can get notified as soon as videos go live. Now, what we need to talk about is how does this thing have $1.8 billion valuation? That's kind of crazy right now. That is way more than PEPE, way more than any other cryptocurrency, and it's not traded that much. Only $25 million of 24-hour volume, which, as I showed you, Ben.ETH or Ben cryptocurrency that was created by Ben.ETH, this one has about $35 million. So more trading volume on Ben, but that only has a valuation of about $85 million compared to this other one, $1.8 billion. So how is that happening? Well, when we actually pull up the token contract, we look into this, we can see a couple things. First of all, 13,000 different holders of this cryptocurrency right now. So there's a decent number of holders. So you might be thinking, okay, there must be a good distribution in the tokenomics. But when we look at this right above me, you can see Ben.ETH has over 97% of the total supply. Absolutely crazy that they have that much. And Uniswap in comparison has just about 0.5%, of the total supply. Absolutely major red flags. When you look at cryptocurrencies, what you look to see is maybe some exchanges will have, I don't know, 5-10% of the total supply. That's kind of normal to see. But to see the founder have 97% of the tokens, absolutely major red flag here. Another red flag is that if we go ahead and we look at the contract for this cryptocurrency, we can see the owner. This cryptocurrency still has an owner under the token contract, which is a problem because that means they can change things such as this feature right here, which is paused. This means that they can pause all trading, and since there's still an owner of this cryptocurrency, they could go ahead and do that and just stop everyone from trading this cryptocurrency, even if you hold it, which is obviously a major red flag. What we want to see for cryptocurrencies like this is that the ownership is revoked. So what you expect to see is 0x and then a bunch of zeros followed afterwards, which means that nobody actually owns this contract. We can see some of these other red flags show up in Token Sniffer. So if you guys actually wanted to do this, super easy to do, to go ahead and check out red flags. We need to use copy the token contract address. So we're just going to copy that to the clipboard, go over to Token Sniffer, and all you would do is you paste it in there and you get that pulled up, which is already pulled up right here. You can see its score on Token Sniffer, a 5 out of 10. Horrible score on Token Sniffer. And the reason for this is that there's a couple major red flags. So first of all, we talked about this. We want to see that the source does not contain a pausable contract. You don't want somebody to be able to stop trading of a cryptocurrency. That is just fundamentally against cryptocurrency. But this does have that function that I showed you guys. You guys can see the ownership is not renounced or revoked, which we saw as well. Holder analysis, you can see all their holders possess less than 5% of the circulating supply, which obviously we saw the Ben.ETH one basically has 97% of total supply. Absolutely crazy to see that. So that's obviously another major red flag. Then you can see some other things. There's not adequate liquidity. At least 95% of the tokens that are in liquidity are locked. That's not even happening for the liquidity tokens. So there's just a bunch of red flags here for this cryptocurrency. You might be wondering, well, why are people getting involved in this? Again, what happened is this Ben.ETH token basically exploded. If I go ahead and move myself and we zoom in, you see this Ben.ETH token just went absolutely crazy. Basically showed some massive gains here for people who initially bought into this cryptocurrency. So people thought, well, wait a second, if this person's launching another cryptocurrency, this Psyop, it's probably going to be super successful as well. So people basically just aped in, sending them Ethereum to their wallet without any information as to how many tokens they're going to be getting or anything like that. So a lot of people ended up getting screwed because they got so little tokens. Here's an example of somebody that sent an insane amount over to Ben.ETH. Someone, for some reason, sent 21 ETH to Ben.ETH. Again, there was no official contracts given, no tokens being exchanged at the time. Major red flags. I would never do this personally, but somebody sent 21 ETH over. They ended up receiving this much Psyop, which apparently at the time of this post was only worth about 2 ETH. And so basically what happens is they ended up sending about $40,000 and got about $4,000 of value back. They just got absolutely wrecked because, again, what happened is Ben.ETH gave themselves the vast majority of the tokens. So this person essentially gave over tons of Ethereum and got a very little token allocation because there was no value actually promised, no exchange rates actually being promised initially. And this has led to legal letters actually being filed against Ben.ETH and the Psyop cryptocurrency because of how fishy this is, how many people are getting screwed over, because basically everyone who invested is losing money and Ben.ETH profited millions of dollars. So obviously this is some major red flags for investors. And so hopefully you guys are seeing some of these major red flags and concerning things about this Psyop cryptocurrency. Personally, I'm going to stay as far away from this as possible, even though it shows an insane market cap that's basically only propped up by the fact that Ben.ETH is not selling. Ben.ETH ends up selling, let's say 1% of the total supply. Again, this liquidity pool is less than 1%. The impact on price from selling 1% of this total supply would absolutely destroy the value of this cryptocurrency. It would basically send it to zero. So some major concerning things. All it would take is Ben.ETH to just sell 1 out of this 97% to just destroy the price. This thing is purely propped up by the fact that Ben.ETH is not selling their cryptocurrency yet. But what I believe happened, you guys fact check me, let me know in the comments down below if this is accurate or not. But what I heard is that Ben.ETH ended up dumping a ton of Ben token, which is what caused this massive decline in value. Right in here was them selling off a ton of the tokens. So if that's true, then there is precedent of this individual selling off tokens and dumping the price. Again, with Psyop, they only have to sell a very small percentage and the price will dump. And so for me personally, there's just too many red flags for me to get involved in this cryptocurrency. Even though the valuation says it's really high, it's basically propped up by the fact that one wallet holds the vast majority of tokens and they are not selling. Now, if you guys want to learn about some smaller cryptocurrencies with some absolutely insane potential, check out this video up here and I'll catch you on the next one.